So unhealthy. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I want to share with you my first impressions about my new baby, and this is the Chanel Urban Spirit backpack. I recently acquired this for my birthday and I have been using this, I think, in the equivalent of 1.5 weeks. So in terms of days, because I've been using it sporadically over the weekends and then sometimes during the workday. So I have been loving this bag. Okay, I'm just gonna say that first as something that I have really enjoyed using, especially during the weekends as a going out bag. But I want to share with you a few things, because I know when I hauled this and shared it with you, a lot of people were asking me, what I think about this bag. Is the lambskin, very delicate? What I think about the change? What about the weight? What about the size? So I'm gonna address that in the first impressions, because I'm gonna use this bag more before I share with you really into detail. So I'm just going to quickly go through the few points that you guys may have been thinking about. Let me just quickly introduce the bag first. This is the black lambskin with gold hardware, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 halves of a quilt. So the size, to me, it is like a medium size, but they call it small. Some people call it small, some people call it large. My essay calls it large, but I usually count the quilts to determine the size, because they have 3 sizes. One smaller than this, which I think it's mini, then they call this the small, and then they have the larger version. But if you just look at the quilts, it's easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 halves. This is the size that I have. Where Chanel's sizing is really difficult to know. Some people say different things, so I'm just gonna call it the 5 and 2 halves. Let me share about the straps, because I had a lot of questions about people asking how are the straps, how do they feel, do they drop off? So let me tell you, I have been using the bag like this, just as a backpack, like this. And I noticed 2 things about the bag. When I'm wearing, obviously when I'm wearing a shirt or I'm wearing clothes, I do feel like these straps are going to fall off. I feel they are going to fall off, but actually as I walk, they don't fall off. It's just that it feels like it's at the edge of my shoulders, like here, it's really smooth, so it feels like it's gonna fall off. So I noticed that when I'm wearing sleeved shirts or a top, this part feels like it's slipping off. I've seen some people wear it by crossing it. I haven't done a lot of research on how to do that, because when I tried to crisscross it, I couldn't wear it on. I'm not sure if it's because I have shortened the strap to the middle length, because I liked it a little bit shorter. So when I'm wearing a shirt like this, it does feel like it's slipping off, and when I'm walking really fast, it does slip off. I just put my thumbs here and just run around. But when I'm wearing sleeveless, so like the other day I was wearing like a halter neck top, and the strap was sitting on my skin, it was secure. Okay, there was enough tension against the skin and the leather that made the bag like secure. So when they have like a smooth surface of clothing, yeah, it does feel like it's gonna fall off, and if you're walking pretty fast and you're running around, it does fall off. But on bare skin, there's lots of friction here, so it does stay put. The other thing that I noticed about this bag is it has to be quite full for you to easily close the turn lock. So now the bag's empty. I've taken out everything because I want to show you what fits in the bag. So let's say I'm putting things inside and I'm just trying to close the bag like this. And when the bag's not really like full, I don't have a bag organizer or anything, I do find it quite difficult to press in. Like I've got to kind of press in the bag to turn, like hold the turn lock and pull it. Because it's new, okay, and I am really taking good care of it, I don't really want to press the bag and close. So I am doing like kind of like press and pull, press and pull. So when the bag, I kind of like this, I'm trying to show you. So when the bag, there's nothing inside, it is quite hard to close the turn lock. So I have to press the bag down. So I try not to, I kind of like puff it up a little bit and push it in. So because of that, I do try to put enough things to make sure there's a bit of tension that I can just close the turn lock easily. But if you only got 1 or 2 things inside this bag, actually it's quite hard to close. Unless you don't really care, then you can just press the bag and squish it. But yeah, it's new, okay, so I'm still really gentle with the bag. The other question that I had a lot was about the drawstring, whether it opens by itself. And actually, because it's pretty new, it closes really easily. Now, it doesn't close all the way. I could probably pull it more, but let's see if I pull it now. This is as closed as it can get. A little bit more maybe, but yeah, I wouldn't, not for lambskin, I wouldn't like really pull it too much. But in terms of it opening by itself, it doesn't. It is very secure. It doesn't slip out by itself. I will update you guys about this maybe in about 6 months, maybe about 6 months when the leather is a little bit more used and it may have expanded. So let's see whether that drawstring will open. But right now it's very new, so it doesn't slip out and it's very secure. So lambskin, I know a lot of you have been asking me whether this is the tougher lambskin or whether how would it wear over time, or whether there'll be creases and scratches. So I noticed two things: a scratch and a crease and creases. So far, how I feel this leather, like I have a few lambskin pieces, and this lambskin, when I press it and just gently rub it, it feels like my lambskin wallet, the one that I have in the red Chanel Camellia design. And I have that for a long time and I don't take care of it. I abuse it like a wallet should be abused. It feels like the same type of, it's got more tension in the leather. It doesn't feel so delicate. So I think it will wear better than maybe some of the other leathers, that lambskin leathers that that maybe is more delicate. But anyway, definitely I can see wear, but the kind of lambskin, like I don't know if I can show you this. Okay, well, I'm going to show you this one. So it's my fault. Okay, I have this like part here of my nail is not like the smoothest. So I'm going to put a picture, but let me just bring it up close. I don't think the camera will pick it up. Yeah, anyway, I don't think the camera will pick it up, but I'll put a picture that I actually scratched it. Like I had this medium depth scratch, not light, not deep, but kind of like in between. And I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness. So what I did was I just, used my finger and I just gently buffed it. And I think I did the buffing for, I don't know, maybe like a couple of minutes. And it actually went away. Not really went away, but it kind of like resurfaced. So it is actually not as deep as what it was earlier. So I will put both pictures and you can see after like buffing it. I'm gonna buff it now. So if I would really be hardworking, I probably could buff it out a bit more. See if it will show up. Yeah, it's not gonna. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that is the deep part of it. So it was super long. So yeah, the light scratches can be buffed out. Okay, you just kind of keep going. And I think this one can be buffed out as well. I just got to do it, but it's okay. I'm not going to be so obsessed with the scratches. I bought this bag knowing that lambskin or, this kind of leather will see some wear, but I'm going to enjoy it because I love lambskin. Now, the only part that I am kind of a concern about is the creases here. So let me just show you this bag. Now, every time I open it, you can see the whole flap falls to the back like this. It's quite a weighty flap, and this entire part, you can see the crease right at the connecting section. So I do suspect if there was going to be wear on this bag, it's going to be the most at this part. So I think I need to be mindful when I open this bag not to go at the back as much as I can. Okay, I'm not going to be so upset that, oh, don't do it, but I'm going to try my best to avoid it. Just hold the flap as I open rather than let it fall all the way to the back. So that is the most wear I've seen on the bag for this lambskin leather. But the rest, in terms of scratches, I've buffed out several of them already. And yeah, they look fine. I don't even know where they are. Okay, there's one more here. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and buff it out. It's gone. I mean, they're really light scratches. They can just easily take your finger and just lightly press the leather and it buffs out so well. So I think that's the plus point about having lambskin leather. If you have light to moderately medium deep scratches, you can get it out. But if they're deep, like the part where I nailed it, it's like partially deep and then light. So the partially deep one is quite difficult. I think I need to really sit and buff it out. But I'll let you guys know in a couple of months whether I can do it. But yeah, anyway, yeah. It kind of works, as I buff it, it goes away. gosh, that's incredible. Okay, anyway, so now I'm going to switch to camera view so that you can see what fits in this bag and what I normally put in it. So I've got nothing inside right now and it's deep. So I'm going to show you how deep the bag is. This is an LV, the standard envelope. So when I put it all the way down, like that, you can see that the height is exactly the top of is at the rim of the bag, right? You see, it's right there. So if I were to close it, the LV envelope sticks out just a little bit. So if you're wondering how deep the bag is and you don't have like a ruler or something, then imagine if you have an LV envelope like this, it is as tall as this. I've got my Chanel wallet. Put that in, then I'll put my 2 phones, my Chanel coin case, which I keep all kinds of, you know, this is a catch-all. I've got some perfume, I've got a nail clipper, I've got a tiny little mirror, so I keep that. And got my spectacles case, and I have started to use this. So I've been keeping it for a while, but I just feel like this year I just want to use the things that I have been storing as a collector's item. But I think, you know, it's time to use it. I even still have the sticker here. Okay, I haven't decided whether I want to peel it out. But this is something that I put stuff like, I've got my Ana Luisa necklaces inside here. I just keep a few to bring along. I've got my AirPods. I've got my what is this? Grocery bag. Got some wires inside here. My rechargeable battery normally I put it inside there as well, and that will go in. Just arrange that a little bit. Okay, so you can see the bag is pretty full. I probably could put one more thing inside here just on the top if I needed to, but it's easy for me not to, I mean, it's better for me not to put that because it'll be easy for me to take the things out. So now I'm going to close it. And because it's quite full, it's easy to turn the turn lock, you see? It's easy. Okay, so that's how the bag will look like when it's pretty full. Just got one more space for one more item here. But as you can see, it still holds its shape really well. It does sink a little bit at the bottom, so maybe over time, this bag will sink a bit more as I put more things inside. But yeah, I have been really enjoying this bag. Just putting the stuff vertically down and being able to just pull it out very easily. That's my first impressions for the Chanel Urban Spirit backpack. I have been absolutely loving this bag. It is something that I wish I got earlier, but yeah, you know, you always wait for the best things, right? So I will let you guys know in another video, maybe in about 6 or maybe 8 months before the next Urban Spirit backpack comes out. It usually comes out at the end of the year, right? So before that comes out, I will let you guys know how it's worn over the next 6 to 8 months. And yeah, just update you if I still love it, if it's, you know, wearing much better or wearing much worse. I will let you know as well. Please leave your questions in the comment section down below. I will definitely look at them and consider them as I, you know, use the bag. And when I do my update review video, I can address those questions. And it will help everybody as well. If you are thinking about a certain thing, maybe someone else is also thinking about it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up as well. It will mean so much to me. Thank you for everybody for watching, and till my next video, you guys take care and I'll see you then. Bye!